One beautiful morning, a young boy went searching for his dog in the wooded areas of Wilmington, North Carolina, and stumbled upon a hidden place that was soon found out to be the safe haven called the Veiled Market.
The land was owned by a very wealthy family, the Warren family. The Warren family was a family who was rich through plantation works and investments that were against slavery, but the people in their community didn't know that. They kept secret diaries that showed how they were conflicted about slavery, so they ended up using a portion of their vast land as a safe haven for many people who were different. Free slaves, runaway slaves, Native Americans, and foreigners. A lot of the people would just pass by through the Underground Railroad and just stop here for supplies or a place to sleep without one eye open. The supplies they could get were clothes, food, and documentation. Natives and foreigners would also trade for pay or work for supplies. This is why it's called the Veiled Market. The people that lived here used reciprocity to survive.
Covered by a vast forest all around them, this reciprocity, or mutual exchange, gave birth to a seemingly egalitarian society.
Through letters and documentation found on the site, it can be inferred that there was some sort of social stratification with regards to the Warren family being the owners of the plantation. However, that being said, there is also evidence of egalitarian principles through diary entries written by slaves and immigrants. One entry written by a houseworker for the Warren family well into her pregnancy stated how much better this life was for her on the plantation and how she wasn't scared to have a child grow up with the opportunities that she was given here. With this, we can assume that women had equal opportunities to prosper in life as men did on this plantation.
Hope. Hope for safety. Hope for freedom. A place of hope where everything looked as if it would be okay because everything needed was provided. Men, women, and children. Everyone had a place.
At this site, we've discovered obvious signs of farming and land management. Hoes, plows, scythes, and axes have all been uncovered here. These were used for corn, wheat, and barley, the main crops of this community. Large barns were most likely used to store excess grain. A large creek runs by on the outskirts of the site, and there we've unearthed what appear to be the remains of a mill. This would have most likely been used to turn the harvested grain into flour, which would make it much more valuable for trading purposes. The site seemed to be divided by race or background. In the areas of the site where we have concluded that the majority of the people lived, it seems that people of similar backgrounds tended to stay together. In the remains of many homes, we found traditional tribal artifacts such as masks and pottery, but made out of local resources. This leads us to believe that these escaped slaves who are living here were trying to reclaim some of their past that was taken from them. Also, we've discovered a main avenue that we believe was most likely used as the main trading center. It appears that many groups came to this center to trade because we've discovered copper and iron from Michigan and Native American-made clay pottery from Georgia. In all, this was a very diverse site that was very unusual for this time period.
Through LiDAR, we were able to find that the site sits on about 10 acres, and through core sampling and documentation, the beginning of the site was found out to have fully emerged at the dawn of the 19th century.
The site is 200 years old. The demise of the site happened with the start of the Civil War. The Civil War forced the people who lived there to go north for safety or to fight.
Through the help of the Archaeological Resources Preservation Act, today the site is protected by law and no one can destroy it. Now it is open for the public to come and learn of this beautiful place that was once a pathway to freedom.